Hi, I am Osman. I'm an energy healer with telepathic capabilities and a master level energy healer with specialization in critical care recovery and terminal illnesses, among other host of psychological, physiological, and spiritual ailments. Um, I'm also an advanced level yoga and meditation teacher. Be sure to visit my website yogawellness786.com for more information on my services. Also, remember, my therapies are not a replacement for medical treatment. Can psychedelic drugs like LSD, DMT, and mushrooms substitute yoga um, conclusions, right? So the highest level of meditation is said to be Samadhi or Nirvana state. I don't agree completely with that statement because there are higher levels than Samadhi. Samadhi is your first um, higher dimensional experience, or very high dimensional experience, the first level from a certain category, and it goes up to another 99 more levels above that. So you get two samadhis, two levels of samadhis, that are described in yogic sciences, the Sabikalpi Samadhi and the Nirvikalpi Samadhi, translating to the chakra, the Sahasrara chakra slightly above the head, and there's another chakra above the Sahasrara chakra. The one slightly above the head is said to bring about the Sabikalpi Samadhi, which you still have identity of who you are, and then the where you lose your identity, become one with the universe and one with everything, is the Nirvikalpi Samadhi, which is the one higher than that, which is translate to the two chakras that are mentioned that are beyond the human body, right? Doesn't mean these are the only two. It is from one of my teachers mentioned that there are 99 levels above the Sahasrara chakra. There is another 99 more chakras higher that is within the ambit of the consciousness and the evolution potentiality of the human construct. So, can DMT and the psychedelic drugs be a replacement for the samadhi? Why should one struggle practicing hatha yoga, pranayama, and restrictive diets and kriyas for decades and meditating for so long periods of time? Just take some DMT and enjoy the trip, and you get the conclusion, and that's it. So this is what's actually happening is you forcefully and chemically inducing an experience, and there will be side effects to it with long-term use, because anything that is not natural, chemically introduced into your body, for sure is going to have a side effect in the long term, number one. Number two, is giving you that level of experience that you're not ready for. And you need to evolve yourself consciously to allow your consciousness to be able to endure that level. Next is that you also need to physiologically be able to endure it. Your body needs to be able to endure that level of energy because it is so intense that you must be able to, your body normally, if you chemically induce it, is giving it an overload, right? And this overload is, it may be fun and games, now, or, a few times, but is not good for your nervous system and long-term effects of your body. So let's give an example of someone who, we will not say that this was the cause of death or this thing, but someone who used, LSD frequently or known to use LSD frequently is Steve Jobs, right? It's rumored, so I wouldn't say that I've seen him, using LSD and I know him, but it is rumored that he used, LSD, and common knowledge and accepted that he used LSD, regularly to advance to higher frequency levels and getting knowledge and information and education probably, right? From there is my opinion, right? Not what is recounted, right? But he died in his early 50s, right? In his 50s. And the natural modern day lifespan is around 80 years old, right? 78 for men and 81 for women, right? So we would say to die in your 50s is a premature death, right? It is over 20 years before, the time. And we're not necessarily saying that the use of LSD caused that, but is it a coincidence from my perspective that you're playing with a psychedelic drug that interferes with one of the most important organs in your body, the brain? You're playing games with your brain and trying to manipulate that chemically. Is a dangerous thing to do, right? It can lead to problems, right? Many, of these psychedelic drugs are not legal because there isn't any massive scientific research on it being safe, right? There still needs to be more. It's not yet approved, so it's not something that is safe, right? So there are, I believe, 2 states in the U.S. where mushrooms are legal, but not the drug DMT, and many people are trying to, make it or request that it be legalized. And in the Netherlands, mushrooms are legal, right? So there is a type of truffle that you can purchase legally for between 25 and 29 euros for about 25 grams, which is one hit, right? And they recommend for you to have around 15 to 20 grams. I've never tried any of these psychedelic drugs in my life, nor do I intend to try. So why should one practice yoga and meditation? Yoga and meditation helps you to evolve psychologically. When you reach that level, you are ready for it psychologically and physiologically. You are able to endure that level of energy. So when your Kundalini starts awakening and arising, if you do it the natural way of yoga and the correct, which is the method that I teach, and you're developing it, it becomes on a level that it's intense, but on a level of intensity that is endurable, and you can stop it at any time. You have full control to stop it when you can, and then you allow it to develop to higher and higher and higher levels, right? Naturally, and you develop your psychic body or your astral body as well as your physical body to be able to endure it, where you can then sit for hours in that level and come out and still be normal and not be afraid and crying, crouched and unable to speak. You'll be able to speak, not be overwhelmed, because you've naturally evolved it, as well as intellectually you are on a conscious level where you can disseminate more information on the benefits of that level and remain in that level while conscious 24/7. And a good example is Gopi Krishna, right? GK, in the 60s and 70s, which you can research. He brought to the West the knowledge of the science and remained established on the highest level 24/7, right? While communicating with everyone, as a normal and very intelligent human being, and not overwhelmed and crying and unable to endure. So became your level of actualization as a human becomes fully manifest. If you follow the yogic method and become more useful and intellectually so advanced that very few people can compare. So in current day, someone who was able to access that levels, naturally, is Sadhguru, and he is renowned, to have a wealth of knowledge that he even can, is even invited to universities and talk with advanced scientific individuals and be able to share information that is thought-provoking to professors in the scientific community and known to have such a vast level of knowledge and being able to understand, but yet claims to be illiterate, that he never studied any of these things. But this knowledge comes naturally from within, right? From within himself. And this is the potential that he's trying to teach others, how he's showing a pathway, one of the pathways he teaches, that other people can also attain advancement in their potential as a human. So comparing psychedelic drugs, you're just going for the experience of that ecstasy and coming out, but you're missing out on having evolved yourself to the higher levels of your potential as a human. So this is the difference between yoga, and it's safer, and definitely, if done under the correct teacher and guidance, it's not going to be harmful for you. If you're done under people who's not qualified to teach you, and there are many people who do dangerous things in yoga, and because people want the experience, experience searching, where they want that ecstasy, like just another drug, right? They want Kundalini yoga to experience ecstasy of Kundalini yoga only, right? And they're searching, experience of ecstasy, like they're searching with a drug. These are dangerous practices, right? And can lead to psychosis and being committed for the rest of your life to a psychiatric institution, causing extreme physiological discomfort, headaches, and the drugs that are prescribed do not help the pain through which you might go through, right? So you have to do these things in a safe manner as well. So this is my opinion on the difference between psychedelic drugs and yoga experience of Saamadhi. Take care always.